This particular area that we're in between Ashland and Damon, it's the site of the old water market, which was a fruit and vegetable distribution area from 100 years ago. Over the years, the food distributors have really remained here because it's close to downtown. You're close to a lot of the major restaurants. They need delivery within a couple hours sometimes, and you just can't do that from Bolingbrook. So these distributors here will pay more because they're saving so much on their distribution. We are in front of Pilsen Park. It's the latest development from Clarius Partners, a 2-building food user build-to-suit project. Within 1 mile of here is where a tremendous amount of the produce market exists today for the city of Chicago. We are driving through the stockyards right now. It's one of the oldest manufacturing districts in Chicago. If you remember your history books and Upton Sinclair and the Jungle and such, it's a 100-year-old meatpacking district. And it's roughly a mile square. It's 47th to 39th in Halstead to Ashland. There is nothing but manufacturing companies in here at the moment, and it's been that way for 100 years. DCT Development is building a 166,000-foot spec building. Class A building that you would normally see in Bolingbrook, 32 clear, lots of docks, trailer parking, etc. There's a tremendous amount of activity on it because there aren't as many newer buildings in the stockyard. Companies like DCT recognize that there's intrinsic value for companies and vendors and suppliers to be here, and so they're tearing down some of the older buildings and putting up infill development like this. One of the wild cards for City of Chicago development is a zoning called Planned Manufacturing Districts. The City of Chicago felt that it was prudent to leave some industrial space in the City of Chicago. The concept being of the 3 million residents, not everybody can be an attorney or an accountant and work in the loop. There's currently 15 districts across the City of Chicago, and one of the factors is you cannot change the zoning. So it has to remain industrial. The stockyards, which we just toured, that is one of the districts that was created and given protection. So far it's been a pretty successful plan. Where the wild card comes into play is there's speculation that they're about to eliminate a few of these planned manufacturing districts. Not all of them, just the ones on the near north side. We are in another one of the manufacturing districts called the Burnside District. We're driving through a park called Calumet Business Center. I've been the agent for this park for 13 years. We recently sold it. There was a tremendous amount of activity on the park. The exodus from Fulton Market and from Goose Island is sort of creating a lot of the demand for the remaining development in the city of Chicago. A lot of industrial companies want to be here. The manufacturers typically for the labor force, the distributors typically for the density of people.